Hello YouTube, welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld Odyssey, Episode 2. A couple of things that I did a little bit off camera before I started recording is that we're going to go ahead and mine out some components there. We are eventually going to build a second wind turbine, and let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, we've kind of got, like, I guess this is going to be like a shed queued up. We're going to build a wood fire generator so we have a little bit more consistent power. I also started planning out the shape of the ship, but I'm not really sure how much of the plasteel, or not plasteel, but that, what is that called? The grav tiles? Of these grav tiles we're eventually going to get. So this might be a little too large. We'll see. Anyways, we'll figure it out once we actually start building it. Wow, there's some wildlife here. Okay, so Jackson, you go ahead and hunt stuff. Carmen, you go ahead and get those minerals. And Olivia, she's unfortunately researching in the dark. Hey, we got some cargo pods that dropped in the middle of the night. Let's go ahead and see what fell. Oh my god, we got chem fuel. Hell yeah, we'll take that. Alright, another thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna finally once Olivia's done making these meals, we're gonna get rid of this bear. The bear's been just hanging out here, and I think it's gonna eventually attack Rocky, so we better as a preventative measure, we better make sure we dispatch of this bear soon. This is fun. So Jackson has proposed marriage to Carmen. Carmen agreed. The two are now engaged up to location. So we have to decide, I guess, where we're going to have a little marriage spot. I think somewhere by the beach would be kind of romantic. Do we want them to get married inside like this shanty? I think something by the beach would be kind of cool, right? Like a beachside marriage. Okay, and then we can, furniture, we can have like a torch lamp. Okay, it's time. And Olivia. Okay, so Jackson, where's that bear at? We also got to get rid of this cougar, but right now that bear, where'd you go to? There it is. Jackson. Olivia. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Yo! Get out of there! Run, Olivia! Run! Run! Split up! Split up! Good job, Olivia. Okay, Jackson, just keep running. How is it not even slowed down? Oh my god, Carmen, watch out. This bear is invincible! Oh my god. 21 hours. Carmen, get out of there. Oh my god, jeez. That bear was tough. Okay, so Olivia, gonna go ahead and medical. Is she our doctor, bio? No, who's the doctor here? I guess Carmen is gonna be our de facto doctor until... Oh my god, okay, rest until healed. Man, that bear was tough. They didn't even slow it down or anything. Okay. We got a strawberry harvest that just came in. So Jackson's taking care of all that. Right, so this is pretty awesome. We got Rocky, who's now capable of hauling stuff for us. So he's gonna... Good boy. Yes. It looks like Olivia recovered from her wounds. So she's fully healed. We've got 2 rice harvests in just 13 days. So that's like one every 6 or 7 days or so. We got to get rid of this cougar pretty soon. I'm gonna wait for them to harvest the rice, and then we're gonna have to kill this cougar because I don't like it when we got predators just kind of like lurking around. I don't want them to attack our Rocky. So you're next, cougar. We are gonna have to get rid of you. Okay, here we go. We're getting rid of this cougar. He shot it once. Oh my god. Not again, not again, not again. Come on, guys. Run, Jackson. Okay, yes, success. Okay, good. No one had to take a bite, had to get bit by it this time. Nice one. Okay, teamwork. Teamwork OP. And we got Olivia. She's gonna... I guess we're gonna make a small expansion to our base. Things are a little cramped in here. Okay, we finally unlocked basic grav tech. We're going to go to research screen, and in order for us to start building the ship, unfortunately, I think we can't, right? Yeah, it's still grayed out. Okay, so Olivia has been like trying to put the moves on Jackson. But you know what? Like, Olivia, Jackson liked you first. You rebuffed him, and now you're jealous that he's hooking up with Carmen. It's your own fault. Like, you played hard to get, and now he's with the person who was receptive to him. Hopefully we can get that fourth colonist, and hopefully it's a dude, that can craft. So we got another person that Olivia can crush on instead of Jackson, who's taken. They're gonna get married soon. Yeah, things have been going very well so far in this colony. I'm not trying to jinx it, but it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall. Go ahead and reinstall there. All right. Well, like I said before, Carmen is just an absolute killer when it comes to constructing stuff. So she built all these shelves, this door, these walls, as well as this little light here. She also made Olivia's room just one tile larger. Not really needed, but who knows, maybe that'll make Olivia happier. I guess we can build like a nightstand. Sure. Carmen doesn't really have anything else to do, so sure, we'll just put that stuff in there. We got our heel root harvest coming in. We also got another grizzly bear, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of this guy too. You guys know how I feel about grizzly bears just loitering around the base. Alright, come on, Jackson, you got this one. How's it still running so fast when it doesn't have a front right leg and it's still fast as hell. Okay. Well, anyways, it is what it is. Hey, we got smithing done. Let's go get that machining done next. Rocky's helping out with the harvest. We're going to set to don't sow again. I don't imagine us needing more than one harvest, so I'm not sure what else we should plant here. I'll think about it a little bit longer. We're going to have Olivia just make a ton of pemmican. We're just going to do forever until we run out of bear meat. Okay, coincidentally, we have a visitor, and it's a guy. Crafting 3, but he can fight 2, and it's 42. Beautiful and tough. Hey, wow, okay. We got cargo pods. Hey, it landed right next to us. We'll go ahead and take the wool, sure. If we arrest this guy, we're gonna really piss them off. Do I really want to risk upsetting these people? Jackson, go ahead and arrest this guy. What faction are the Maria people? The Maria people. They don't like us anyways. Alright, we're gonna patch this guy up and then probably release him, because I would prefer to get this guy because he doesn't have any negative traits. Alright, we're gonna build another apartment just in case this guy does join us. We're still trying to whittle down his resistance. It's at a 4.4, we're almost there. This crafting of 3 is just really not that great, but it's the best that we have right now because no one else can craft. So, and he's beautiful and tough, so alright. It is what it is. We're going to just try and make the best of it. That's Rimworld for you. It's never perfect. The game wouldn't be fun if it was perfect, you know? So we'll just do the best that we can. Okay, we have a Muffalo Revenge, so we need Olivia here. Jackson, just run. Jackson, run. Olivia, you're not going to shoot him through the wall. Oh my god, oh my god. Both of you guys just run. Grizzly bears and cougars and now muffalos. Jackson, run! Jackson, take a shot. Olivia, run. Oh my god, okay. Alright. And you know what? I feel monumentally stupid, but we're not going to keep this guy. I went through all this trouble, and the viewer, hopefully, you guys were watching me. We're just not going to keep this guy because he can fight, yes, but he really can't do much else. That there's these repetitive tasks that we already have people who can do it way better than him. The reason why I'm being particularly picky about this is that when we build the Grav Ship, we're not going to have room for a lot of people. We can't just expand and build rooms. With the Grav Ship, you are very limited on space. I've made my decision, and I feel it's the best decision, even though it's probably going to annoy the viewers. You should have just taken that guy. You should have just taken the prisoner's help. Alright, we finally got machining. Let's go to research screen and go for the solar panels next. Can we build ship? Nope, still can't. Okay. What are we missing? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. So, the ship here is for endgame, like Rimworld Vanilla, to blast off Rimworld and win. For Odyssey, you just need to click. I just had to click on this one, so I could have started building these things a little bit earlier. I don't think we're going to be able to build what we want. We really got to scale down our expectations here. Alright, well, we know for sure that we want to at least cover this much space around the Grav Ship core. Alright, it's on. So they're going to gather to celebrate the marriage. Jackson and Carmen are beginning their marriage ceremony. We got Olivia's a witness. What a beautiful sight. We now have a married couple in the colony. And I don't have Rimworld biotech. Well, I do have it, so I just don't have it active. So it won't lead to any children, unfortunately. That's a biotech specific expansion game mechanic. I think this is about what we can build with all the Grav panels that we currently have. At least I hope so. Just in case people are wondering, so this is going to be the pilot console. I want it to be right in front of the Grav core. These are going to be like permanent stuff. So what I mean is this is the pilot console. This is going to be the comms console, so we can initiate trades. This is going to be the fabrication bench when we eventually have fabrication research, and this is going to be the high-tech research bench. And they're all going to be centered around the Grav core. We can't move these assets once they've been built, so I know for sure that these are going to be permanent assets that cannot be moved later. So we're just going to put them right around the Grav core. This is a multi-analyzer. The biofuel refinery, that's a 3x2, so let's go ahead and, I guess, try and figure out biofuel. No place where it'll like fit comfortably. These are going to be gas tanks and thrusters. Thrusters, I think you can move. Gas tanks, you may not be able to, but they're really cheap to rebuild, so I'm not really concerned about that. We can finally name our ship, so Jackson has high hopes for your new Grav ship, wants to christen it with a good name. What should you call it? Okay, so the Argonaut. I kind of like the Argonaut. Manic Kestrel, the Old Hawk Hunter. The Respectful Ship. What? Okay. I love these the Mad Vulture. Far Victory. I kind of like Victory. Respectful Shuttle, Southern Chaos. Or we came across a name that I thought looked cool, so we're going to call it the Hornet. Just very simple. I think that sounds pretty awesome. We're going to go OK. Okay, we're getting raided. Let's go ahead and check this out. Jump to location. It looks like 2 people. Any good crafters here? Yes, we have one guy, age 64, hardwork psychopath. Okay, we could also great at a bunch of other stuff. If we could capture this guy, that'd be awesome. Okay, well, I did this off camera, but I killed this guy from afar while they were just hanging out here. They didn't fire back or anything like that. So, okay. Oh yes. Perfect. Jackson, go ahead and capture. And this is a Poor pump shotgun. We're not going to bother with that. And, oh yeah, Carmen and Olivia, you guys are good. Thank you. We're going to take the silver, though. This guy we're just going to leave out there. Alright, we got Carmen, who's going to attend to this guy's wounds. We're using the good stuff on this guy. We really don't want this guy to die on us. And, okay, he's out of the danger zone. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and check out his resistance 7. That's not too bad. Reduced resistance only. Okay, and then for now we're just going to use medical, herbal medicine. Probably microelectronics next. It's going to take a while, but it's going to take us a while to build the ship anyway, so there we go. Okay, we got a quest. It's for Grav Shield Generator. Very much interested in getting this, and it's going to be... Is this it? Grav Core. Contains Grav Core. Okay. We got slavers coming by. They're just... let's jump to location. Okay. We'll interact with them when they're a little bit closer. Alright, we're going to go ahead and initiate a trade. Oh, wow. Unfortunately, yeah, this trade just isn't going to happen. They do want to buy Shalom, but Shalom is really the best person here. None of these other characters are really that great, and we can't even really afford them anyways. I mean, you get kind of close, but, you know, no crafting. I mean, got a passion for it, but yeah, unfortunately, no trade, and they're not really interested in buying any of the other stuff that we desperately kind of want to get rid of either. They got a bunch of drugs we can buy, but yeah, unfortunately, no trade. So we're gonna ask them to. We're going to dismiss the trader. Alright, so Carmen has finished building out like the substructure of our ship. And as for our prisoner, Shalom, he's fully healed. He's almost, resistance is 2.8, so it's still going to take a couple more days. Alright, a couple of Rim days ago, Jackson got inspired creativity, so we built an art bench specifically for this. So he's made a large sculpture and it's good. It is no longer inspired. Okay, so I guess we could just like put it right here out of the way. And yeah, we might demolish the art bench. I'll just keep it there for now. We've got also Carmen dug out this vein which yielded 1,000 steel, and she's going to go ahead and grab a couple of these components. Let's see, what's our component count at right now? 34? Yeah, we're going to need a lot. We're going to need a lot of steel, a lot of components. And we still haven't... We broke this guy, right? Yeah, I think so. He's at 0. So we're going to recruit this guy next. Alright, yes, we got a new guy. We got a new recruit. Welcome, Shalom. So we're going to go ahead and build an electric tailoring bench. It's the next Rim Day. Shalom made 5 button-down shirts. He made 5 of them in just one day. One of them was awful, but we've got 2 good ones, 1 normal one, and an excellent one. We're going to queue up more items for him to make. We're finally building out the hull of the ship. I can't wait for this to be ready to go. It looks really cool already. Alright, just a quick update. We're still, we got Shalom hard at work, who is mining out all this. We're going to change his name. Probably do it off camera. But check this out. We got a ship now. We are putting in all of the electrical wiring. Then we're going to put in some lights. So we got some bedrooms here. It's going to be kind of cramped. Space is at a premium. It's a spaceship. So this is all we got. This is all the space we got to work with. Okay, and so research-wise, we've got microelectronics. This would be really helpful to have that finished before we fly anywhere. I don't want to take off until we have a fabrication bench and a high-tech research facility all set up, until we have all this ready to go. Because right now we're on a really good biome, we're on a good map, so we might as well just build out all that stuff now while we have access to all these resources. Alright, we've been building out some more of the interior of the ship and where we're going to place all of our production benches. So it's going to be very tight, but we can Tetris a lot of it in there, like in the back section here. So we've got fuel tanks, we've got thrusters, we've got a pilot console. We're still researching microelectronics. I knew it was going to take a while, but we're almost done with that. Our ship finally has power. It's really awesome how everything lit up at once. Alright, we got microelectronics, so we can go ahead and do the multi-analyzer next. That's going to take a while. We need a high-tech research bench. Okay, let's go. Let's see, we want to place it right here. Alright, just another quick update. We've been very hard at work just getting all the shelving in. We're almost done. There is a bunch of research that I want to do that I would like to complete before we take off, and I'd like to do it before this episode ends. That way, you know, episode 3 we can start flying around. Here's what the ship is looking like. I really like these mannequins or these outfit stands that you can build. I think they're super cool. They're very convenient. We're finally actually moving into our Grav ship. It's really dirty, but what happened off camera is that we survived a raid. Jackson was injured, but he's on the road to recovery. He's getting a lot better. He's been hospitalized for about a day or two, and so we're moving. We are finally moving into the Grav ship, and we're just gonna live here. This is unfortunate. Rocky's sick. He got the plague. Can't tend to her until another 1.9 days. So we gotta really keep an eye on that. That's really unfortunate. Huh. We got a bulk goods trader. Let's see what they got. Okay, this is a pretty good trade. We're selling them a bunch of berries. We're getting 41 Nutrimine from them, as well as 14 components. We're selling them a bunch of textiles we don't need anymore, and we're getting also a reinforced barrel. So yeah, I like this trade. Okay, so we're getting raided, but they happen to spawn for a cougar. Oh, they got it. Ah, dang it. Okay. Well, they're gonna sit around and wait. Okay, cougar revenge. Mad tortoise. Jump to location. We got a mad tortoise that's coming by to our base. Olivia, I know you're asleep, but let's go ahead and build these turrets. All right, here they come. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I don't really care about that. Oh! Oh, crap. Jackson, what are you doing? Oh my god, he doesn't have a gun. Okay. Okay, wow, I didn't realize that. I forgot to re-equip him. Okay, well, we're okay. Olivia, we gotta get you into a hospital. Oh, unfortunately, the dog died. That really sucks. That's such a good dog, too. Alright, well. Rest in peace, Rocky. Alright, so unfortunately Powell, that's who we renamed this guy to, he's got food poisoning. So what we're going to do is just cancel any sort of mining operations. I don't want him to venture out too far or do anything too far. Okay, yeah, we got all kinds of stuff already queued up for this guy. But we're going to wait for him to recover. Meanwhile, Jackson's going to replant the corn that we lost. And I decided we're going to stay here until, right now it's winter, we're going to stay here until next summer or spring. Just one more season. What I'm waiting on is this cotton to grow. And we can also use more food storage, honestly. I mean, it goes just when you think you have a lot, it actually goes by pretty quick. And I think within that time, we actually might be able to get fabrication finished. So these 4,000 point research ones take like seasons. Will take an entire season to research, even when your character here has 20 intelligence. Anyway, so that's the plan for now. We are going to start. We are going to keep this base, I guess, but we're just going to dismantle a lot of things that are in here, and we're only going to keep it as like a prison, as well as a hospital. I thought of just maybe tearing it down, but what's the point tearing it down? Anyway, so Carmen is going to be quite busy. Wow, Jackson's crazy efficient. He already planted all this. Okay, so unfortunately, Olivia also has now food poisoning. So I'm going to do something that I normally don't do. I'm going to actually just build a nutrient paste dispenser, because this makes your food, it kills any germs that's going to be in your food. So the reason why I'm interested in that is that, one, we can prevent food poisoning, which if you get raided while like when some of your main fighters have food poisoning, that could be the end of your colony. So let's check out the footprint of this nutrient paste dispenser. Can it? No, we'd have to tear down this wall too. All right, we got multi-analyzer complete. Gonna go to research screen. So something I would like to do is get this one out of the way. It takes a while to build plate armor, so this would be interesting because I've never really played it with nutrient paste dispenser. I know the colonists are not really a fan of it. Oh man, this thing is gigantic. Why does it take up so much space? I don't even know how do you like queue up how do you queue up food and all that. I'm excited about the prospect of not having to worry about food poisoning anymore, though. It is just really inconvenient when that happens. And this small ship is not a proper place to have like a full-on kitchen. We can't even refrigerate our food, you know. We have some slavers visiting us. I think this is the second time, probably in this same episode, or uh-oh, disease plague. Uh-oh, someone's got the disease. Powell and Jackson, all right. Carmen, are you busy? Yeah, we gotta tend to this guy real quick. All right, Jackson, let's see what traders have. I'm hoping they have gold, because we can't build a multi-analyzer without gold. So he's a little sick, but it's okay. They don't have gold. Okay, they don't really have much of anything, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a no trade. I looked through their slaves to see if they had someone who could both craft and fight, but they don't. All right, a quick update on Powell and Jackson's health status. So they're gonna beat this thing, no problem. They're just gonna be out of commission for another day or two, which is really, really annoying. But anyways, we're just gradually going through our pemmican supplies, which is just fine by me, and we have a rice harvest coming in. But unfortunately, Carmen is the only one who is really doing anything. These two guys are bedridden. Carmen's stuck tending to them, and of course, Olivia's researching everything she can. All right, we have a raid. They're going to attack immediately. Let's jump to location. There's 5 of them. Okay, they're coming from the southwest. All right, here they come. We repositioned some of the turrets that were up here. We just put them out front here because you can... the thing about these small turrets is that you can move them around. All right, that was a pretty easy raid we'd fought off. They actually gave up, and so since we're gonna also see what kind of gear they got. A cloth toque, normal, sure, and a good jacket, nice. Jackson, go ahead and strip this guy before he dies, so it's not tainted. Okay, we got Powell and Jackson in the hospital again. The game keeps putting these two guys in the hospital, so instead of them going over here, we're just gonna have them in here. Carmen has to spend a lot of her time tending to them. That's just how Rimworld goes sometimes. Okay, we're getting attacked immediately again. So let's jump to location. Good thing we have this ocean, or this ocean kind of blocking them. So we unfortunately have to do this thing again, where we set all of our turrets out there, just turn them on, etc. So I'm going to do it off camera. All right, here they come. Okay, Olivia Jackson, reposition over there. How? Carmen is here just in case she needs to drag someone off the battlefield. Okay, we lost 3 turrets, 4 turrets. Wow, they did a pretty good job at dealing some serious damage to us. So, all right, well, another raid won. All right, just a quick update. We're gonna clear out some trees here, and we're gonna build a wind turbine. I wish you could just move them, but you can't. But anyway, so we're just going to build a wind turbine here. We're kind of having slight power issues, and I don't want to use up all of our chem fuel. So I think just having a wind turbine here would be helpful. It's being blocked by a poplar tree. All right, just bringing you guys another quick update. I think it's been a rim day or two. We rebuilt those 4 turrets. They got 4 of them. That's actually quite substantial. We rebuilt the 4 turrets, and let's see what else. And they got them with bows and arrows too. So that's another thing. We moved the campfire from, it used to be here, but now it's here. It's a little bit closer, as well as the horseshoe pin. So they have something to do to kill time. Plus they can go swimming. So everything's like, all the leisure activities are kind of like right here. And what else? We got Powell, who's hard at work making 4 pieces of plate armor. Right now he's already finished 2 of them. And so the pawns are they're allowed to wear whatever they want when it comes to these mannequins, or whatever these things are called, outfit stands. I just let the colonists decide what they want to wear. But when it comes to the armor, it's like, we don't just casually wear armor. We only put it on when there's a raid. And right now, the main resource that's holding us back is gold, because we can't build... See, okay, so anyway, is gold, because we can't build a multi-analyzer without it, which means we can't build a fabrication bench without that either. So we do need to get gold. So I've got the comms console on, just in case someone flies by in orbit. They got gold, we can buy it from them. And I'm also finally trying to get the colonists or the pawns to eat through all of the pemmican, because this is another source of food poisoning. But I also don't want to waste it, so we are going to eventually eat through all of the pemmican. And unfortunately, you know, the Grav Ship, when you first build your first Grav Ship, is just really not large enough to commit a lot of space to a refrigerated area that's really clean and sanitized. Maybe when the ship gets a little larger, we can build out a sanitized kitchen. Ooh, we got a transport pod crash. Let's see what's in it. It's someone from our enemy, the convict company. Oh, they landed right next to us here. They've got a normal button-down shirt, which we want, and some normal cloth pants, which I wouldn't mind getting. We're gonna wake Jackson for this. All right, so we are finally going to break down the mechanoids that dropped on the first episode. Finally, we have time to do that. And it's gonna yield just a little bit of steel, a little bit of plasteel as well. And I put these turrets out here. I moved them from the front of the ship to out here because we're going to open up the Ancient Danger tomorrow. It's already 9 p.m. We're not going to do it right now. And so also, Powell has finished making everyone armor as well as a helmet. So that'll be really helpful when we open the Ancient Danger. And I'm hoping that our colonists don't have to get involved. I'm really hoping these turrets will take out whatever is going to come out of here. Okay, here we go. We've got all of our turrets on, and we are going to dismantle or deconstruct these walls. We happen to have a bunch of visitors here as well, so they might get caught in the middle. Okay. Oh wow, that took out 3 turrets. Oh man. Oh, it took that out. It took out the power. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna have to do this ourselves. With our dinky weapons. Can you shoot that? Oh my god, good job, pal. Okay, we still have to open these things up, though. Alright. Pal, go ahead. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Pal. Okay, sometimes people are still alive in there, so we can't open this one. Right? Claim, deconstruct. Claim, deconstruct. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll just deconstruct these, and I opened the Ancient Danger in hopes we can find advanced weapons or something like that, instead of making weapons ourselves. But unfortunately, no, we didn't really find anything in here, so... But no one got hurt, so it's all good. Psychic Soothe Pulsar? Okay, I'll find some place to put that. Psychics, and 2 of them, okay. Okay, we got a little lucky. I'm looking at what they got. 3 components and 49 gold. No weapons, unfortunately. Wonderful. Jackson got food poisoning from he ate some of the pemmican that was in here. So like he ate 1,000-year-old pemmican. Now he's sick. So that's great. I'm interested in watching them use the nutrient paste dispenser. I've never seen them do that before. And right now we got Powell working on a sniper rifle. So this is going to be Jackson's new gun. Carmen is visiting Rocky's grave, reminiscing about the good old times. Oh wow, so I didn't know it was that fast. You just go over there and you like, I guess you just press a button like one of those soft serve ice cream places, and yeah, it just takes a second to do it, and it only takes 6 units of food to make a meal. Okay. So we're gonna make this a 2x2 because we can finally build mortars, and we're gonna have a mortar right here. Hey, we got a combat supplier. Alright, we're gonna call that the arms dealer. Okay, we have a trade. It's not an exciting one. We're selling them that Psychic Soothe Pulsar that we found, and we're buying a reinforced barrel. We're also spending a lot of money for it as well. They do want the Architect arm. They're willing to pay quite a bit for it. But honestly, I kind of want to hold on to it because there's no way for us to manufacture this, and we might need it too. So we're not going to sell them the arm. So anyways, that's it. Oh, and this completely slipped my mind, but yes, we can finally build a multi-analyzer because we have the gold for it. Oh, we could have sold him this thing too. Yeah, it wasn't in our inventory at the time. Worth $700. Can we still call those guys? Are they still, like, in orbit? Yeah, we can, actually. Go ahead and take the animal pulsar. I rethought what's going on, so we are going to sell them that expensive arm because we're making assault rifles which cost 7 components each, right? And we want to buy 2 assault rifles from them. We're going to get 2 assault rifles as well as an LMG. Hey, package survival meal. We might actually rebuild electric stove, right? Might as well. So we're down to our last 22 components. He's already working on this assault rifle, so we might as well just let him finish it. Alright, now that we've got Jackson hunting again, he just got a gazelle, we can start making packaged survival meals. And I think the colonists are going to prefer, yeah, they're going to prefer that over the nutrient paste. Just another quick update. We finished making all of our weapons. We put in some carpeting for our colonists. It adds a little bit of beauty. Alright, we got all of our explosive shells made. Those are really quick to make. Oh, and another thing I realized that these guys can hold weapons. So you can tell them to hold those assault rifles and things like that that we just made. Alright, this might be our last night on the room, so we're going to just deconstruct the wind turbines and try and get whatever resources we can out of it. Got a manhunter pack, jump to location, a bunch of sea lions, and there's, oh my god, there's a ton of them. Okay, you know what? I think it's time for us to, Olivia, let's just go ahead and blast off. Launch. There we go. So, crew at 37%. That doesn't sound good. Okay, so Grav Ship launch. Travel to a remote destination using our Grav Ship. Okay, so which one do we want to do? This one, what is the terrain like? The Scarlands, ruins of an ancient city. So do we want to go to the ruins of an ancient city, or do we want to go to Glowforce? Ooh, both of these sound really cool. I kind of want to see the Glowforce, to be honest. So that's where we're gonna go. So now we can finally we can really take off this time. Yep. Okay, we're gonna go here. Large sulfur sprouts permanently darken the skies and glow forests, making it hard to grow most crops. Land here anyways. Yes! There we go, baby! We're playing Rimworld. We're playing Rimworld Odyssey, to be specific. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So, ancient stockpile. The Grav core energy signal is coming from one of the nearby underground stockpiles. So it's underground. Hack the entrances and search the stockpiles. Be careful, some of the defense systems may still be active. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that. So where's the entrances to the... Okay, so we got 2 entrances here. And there's another one right there. Okay. And they're guarded by these turrets. Okay, so I think both are all of them, or all 3 of them. This one too. Okay, they are. What we can do is just move it just out of their range and then bombard it with high explosive shells. So awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Mini Grav Ship crash. Olivia accidentally disengaged the Grav engine too early. Some buildings on the Grav Ship have sustained light damage. Okay. Okay, everyone. I'm going to wrap this episode up. It was a long one, but I thank you all for hanging in there and watching me fumble my way through Rimworld Odyssey, Episode 2. Very cool. Very fun game, man. I love this expansion. I think it's probably the best one. Biotech was really awesome, but I'm pretty sure this one takes the cake. Alright. Catch y'all in Episode 3.